You know what? I'm always up for a challenge and always up for testing out interesting, funny things. And we'll just go ahead and hero power, nothing doing right now, and I'm A-okay with that. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. If I end up having a bit of extra time, maybe we will try the old Kazakus Priest out again. That was always a fun deck. Everyone really enjoyed that one, remember that? Hey, speaking of Kazakus, I don't need any of you. And you know what? If this is our big priest friend, maybe we are going to take a 10 mana for the board clear, which could be excellent as well. It's probably not. It is almost certainly not, actually. Should we take the 5 then? We're taking the 5. There's no way that's big. We'll summon a 5. And we'll transform a 5. For me! Isn't Murloc Paladin the only good matchup for control mages in this meta? I think in general that's obviously going to be this deck's best matchup, I think, even though I think the stats that I have personally are a little bit down. Loss, win, loss, Sample size of 3 doesn't mean anything. But I think I would argue that this particular control mage deck, the way that it was explained and the way that I kind of see it, is that it can do well against other control decks as well. That's not saying it's always going to do well, but just that there is that chance. We're going to trade here so that this trade doesn't happen easily. And we also just want to develop the 5/5 and get our pack in our board. Alright, Beowulf, you're taking off. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure when I'll be back this week, but I'm hoping at least a few days. This is a weird control combo priest? Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of these control combo priests been running the Priest of the Feasts in their deck list, which is kind of cool, actually. Kind of cool to be seeing this card make a little bit of a comeback. Oh, speaking of cards doing cool things, I think we're going to just Kazakus this down and just be done with it. I think we'll save our polymorph for something bigger, but we can kind of control this right now. Random enemy minion, thank you very much. Our opponent's gonna have a great Spirit Lash right now, but that's okay. A great Spirit Lash, great Dragon Fire. Devere, I only saw part of the reveal so far. Hey, speaking of really cool board clears, here we go. But you know what though? The idea creepy with this deck is against control lock, because there's the N'Zoth plus all the Pyroses. If the deck goes really, really late game, the idea is that this deck should do well against it. At least that's the idea, like I said. And then there is also... yeah, Control Pally. And again, I think Control Pallies would actually be... I would actually love to see that matchup, but I think we would do well against it. Draw first. Skills. Develop a minion. Even though this is a perfect Potion of Madness opportunity for our opponent, I don't mind playing in... maybe we could have played around it and developed Ice Block. Yeah, I regret that. Maybe I regret that. And again, in all of these, and in most of them, I don't want to say all of them, but the... yeah, no, Creepy, this deck definitely loses to Rin if we're not able to pressure early enough. No. Rin is the big one that really causes issues. But I think the saving grace is maybe sometimes we can Skulking Geist so that Rin has to get played before it gets destroyed, and then we can save a Polymorph. I know that's like a lot of things going right in order to pull it off. But not every control warlock right now is running Rin. So I think that's kind of... ooh. Skulking Geist. I got it first. Ooh, we got some Inner Fires, which is nice. So now all we need to dodge is a Mad Scientist combo. Although it is also good to note that our opponent isn't running Potion of Madness. Excuse me. So if we're able to just keep our opponent's board clear, they're never going to be able to OTK us. And because they will then have to do the Mad Scientist, combo, if they're even running that, we can set up our ice block and then probably outvalue our opponent right now, which is kind of cool. Or they aren't running it, and then we just take the W, which is also cool. And that would be terrifying. Let's find out. Let's find out a little bit about our opponent. Okay. You know what? Our inner fire counters our opponent's... Or our opponent's ice block counters our ice block counters our opponent's inner fire. That was really hard for me to get out, and I don't know why. And it's dragon, so they're not going to give up immediately after a Skulking Geist. Even though we really want a Skulking Geist. We are also going to develop the Tar Creeper right now. Dirty Rat could be a thing. We go face with that one. So we are going with combo. You wish to live forever. Skulking Geist. Oh. Little Trailblazer. Keep the draws coming. Oh yeah, that is definitely the game plan. I think we kind of hit our friend down just a little bit. Even though this means our opponent can now do like circle things. Ice block also seems right against priest. Yeah, this could help us get our ice block popped to like 27. Oh, this could be huge. We need a couple. Oh, I was not expecting these trades right now because we can kind of trade this off, right? We can clear our opponent's board quite nicely. Maybe we only get rid of this one and then just go Elise. Yeah, I like that more. As much as we lose the value of the ping right now, I think that's a little bit more reasonable to do it this way, because it's going to be pretty hard for our opponent to combo us down. I mean, it's possible, don't get me wrong. There we go. Secret agents, and now we're in much better positioning to have the Draco P out, and honestly, depending what our opponent does, we might just Meteor. Almost no matter what they do, we might Meteor. I kind of like Meteor. We don't ever want our opponent to have a board. They've had cards in their hand for a long time. We're almost out of draw right now, which kind of stinks. Because we really want to find our Skulking Geist. Again, Geist is a major win condition. And if we're not able to find that, we could be in a little trouble. Again, Frost Lich Jaina with an ice block could be a great way to kind of prolong the game. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. That's a scary one, but luckily we do have a nice answer in terms of fire lands right now. So that's a good result for us. We'll go with this first and see what happens. After you play a minion, summon a copy of it. Okay, I like this. I had to take a second to read this. I'm like, I don't recognize this card instantly. It's not one that we often see. Oh, bookwormed. Boo. Boo earns. Oh yeah, this is a big Kazakus turn, I think. And now the question, do we even need a 10 mana, or can we just afford a 5 mana? So that we can use it next turn. I think we'll take a 5. I don't think we need it that much. Summon 2 friendlies that have gone, or deal 4 to all. Let's deal with a little bit of the board right now, if you don't mind. Yeah, let's go nice big juicy one here. Let's also get this health down a little bit. 1 Baron, 2 Barons? Oh yeah, 2 Barons could have been crazy, but unfortunately, little Ixalid was not allowed to live. What's his name? Was that his name? Duskbreaker, that's fine. Now we get the board clear. Creepy, what were you saying? I missed this. Sorry, you stole both Void Lords. I'm assuming as Priest against Control Lock. And then silenced your opponent's Rin twice. And then you stole a Gul'dan as well. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a crazy game. Let's go ahead and do this. And I think we will actually... I think we will develop the ice block now. Because there's no point not to. Now there's no point not to. So we'll see. Our opponent's got 10 cards. They're probably building up their combo quite nicely. That's probably a secret agent coming through. Makes us miss our meteor, that's for sure. Skulking Geist. Is Polymorph greedy right now? Do we Blizzard and wait? Do we Blizzard, ping, and wait? Our opponent's already played one Twilight Acolyte, so the chances of them having Twilight, Potion of Madness, Divine, Divine, another Divine, and then Inner Fire are pretty low. Right? We could Blizzard here. Blizzard and ping down the Northshire so that our opponent doesn't get to draw a million. Oh, that's a much better play, Devere. Oh, that's also a very important one to get rid of now, isn't it? We'll get rid of that one next turn if everyone's okay with that. What if we rat Ysera? If we ratted Ysera, then we would polymorph. That's a very good point. We would, yeah, we would have solutions for things like that. Let's see how our opponent deals with this now as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because otherwise we get the ping and attack through this one. Skulking Geist. Ooh, Flame Strike is a good solution right now. So that's going to be a good one. We ping you down. We hit you down. Okay. Oh yeah, Devere, we're just taking them all out. Look at that top deck. The top deck of the Flame Strike of the Century here. Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, that's even much worse. Okay. So we have to worry about getting comboed out. As well as getting grinded out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's think. Let's think for a minute, friends. Until we find Skulking Geist, we're done. Let's take a second. Let's take a second and think. What do we think of Control Lock? With weapons and Cabal Trafficker? That's cool. And Big Spell Mage with Kabbalist Tome. I have seen Big Spell Mage with Kabbalist Tome and I love it. I love that idea. I think we're just in so much trouble right now. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I agree, Pyro. We are in really, really big trouble right now. We are going to need some really good top decks in order to help us out of this one. Because it's massive, massive threat for combos. In addition to one of the best values, potential value plays in the game. So now we really need our Frost Lich. Oh, that's great. Oh, interesting. That's fine. Because we're going to Volcanic Potion to clear this. Whoa, wow. Wow, this is amazing. This game is amazing. Poly, trade, and ping? What are we polymorphing? Our opponent's Pyros? This is awful. Wow, our opponent's Draco Ps have been amazing though, huh? So poly this. Ping this, we're at 6. And then we just play our own Pyros? I mean, it could also get stolen. We could go poly this, volcanic, and ping that. Drop the bird and volcanic. I don't disagree. This has just gotten out of control. This is why Priest is one of your favorite classes. You don't even need to craft legendaries. You steal your opponents. I agree. I totally agree. You were thinking concede? No way. This game is far from over at this point. Maybe not very far, but far. I think this is going to be awful. I think this is literally an Ungoro pack. I think this is a loss. I think now this is a loss. I'm trying to look if we have any other spells left. I think we played all of our spells. I don't think we have a way to come back here. Now we poly and fury. The issue is I don't think this is a board clear. I think this is going to be the Ungoro pack. That's pretty bad. I mean, there's a good chance it's not lethal right now. Or I mean, at least popping the ice block. So I guess there's a chance. Okay, I'm going to say there's a chance that we can top deck Frost Lich. And then Baron Geddon back to health.
I bring life and
Okay. Isn't that great? Our opponent's having one heck of a good time right now. Let me tell you. Our opponent is using... Or our opponent is having like one of the best games of their Hearthstone career. There's no doubt about that.
Can I light your fire?
Hold on, let's see what we can do here, Devere. I know concede's a good option right now. Popping at 6. I bring life and... Yeah, that is sometimes what Alex Straza sounds like.
someone injured?
Get out of here. No one's injured. It's fine. And our opponent got an Ungoro pack. This is gotta be our opponent's best game of Hearthstone. Like, imagine we were doing all of this. It would be the best. We'd be like, we're in such great control. This couldn't get any better. Our opponent has no chance. And then here we are on this side, sitting here just being like, that we just need this amazing... Oh my god. That's amazing. That is kind of amazing. Okay. We can do this. And then I guess we can do this. Oh, wow. That's a really, really tough one. Oh, that was going to push us into rank 3. That would have been a nice way to end it. But now we have to keep playing.